Alright, we're back with this 142 GTL, and let's see what it looks like done up. So, and of course, and I'm on the other bench. You notice the other bench over there's got a bunch of stuff on it, so had to come over here. So got it put in, got the wires all wire wrapped down. There's the Arduino and the RC circuit for the input. There's the display board with the RC circuit for its voltage, so you can keep it nice and filtered. If you notice this board right here, there it is. This is where the PLL used to sit, the 8719, and that's why I say I like to take that out, because it makes a great spot to put that, but you don't have to. You know, this little board can be mounted here, pretty much anywhere around that you want it. I just like it because it gives some space in there for the Arduino and the RF generator board. On the bottom, you'll see that that's the capacitor there that jumps to the VCO coil for injecting the frequency from the RF generator, which is, of course, you know, sitting right in here, right? And that's, again, why I like to put them there, because it gives you some pinholes and things to do things with. Up here, you'll notice this little spot is the transistor I use for doing the delay for the Roger beep. You come down here and you look and you'll see that little diode right there. Okay, that's where this red line used to be. That's the push to talk. That comes up there, goes to a transistor. It's a very simple circuit, not hard to do. And what happens is when you have the Roger beep on, it delays when you unkey for just, you know, long enough to get that Roger beep to go out, and then it drops it. So that's kind of nice. Again, the display with the, you know, you can put your call in there. A couple of different things we can do. Of course, you know, we got our channels you can do. Hold in for a second or two, let up, and now you can go to your channel mode, settings, or VFO. Here's channel mode. It'll show you the mode you're on, and then it'll go back to your call sign, or you can have a frequency displayed up there. But since it's channel mode, I don't normally turn that feature on. Of course, you see sideband there, then upper side, AM, and if you had CW and FM and all that, it would do that. And you come back in here and you give it a hold for a second or two. You let up, and now you can go back to your your VFO mode here. And VFO mode, you can change. I got a message the other day, somebody wanted to know what the resolution was. So yeah, you can go in tens of hertz here, which you don't really have to have. What I like to do mainly is to sit here and be able to, you know, just go up, down, wherever you want it to go. And of course, for the CB band, I have limited it to channel 40, then down here to channel 1, of course, but pretty much anywhere in between, any value you want in between that. If you're an amateur radio operator and you want this to be 28 meg and go around, then you just go into your settings. Okay, let's see where settings. Hold it in again for a few seconds. Here's where you can change your call sign. There's where the Roger beeps can be set up, your push-to-talk delay, and a frequency meter. That's where I showed you if you are on channel mode, you can have the frequency come up on top. Let's turn that on and just show you how that works. So there's a 0. 1 means it's on. Okay. Then over here, Unify clarifier just means you can lock or unlock the clarifier. It's, of course, screen brightness. You have a transmit time limit if you want to limit your time on the key down. There's a couple of different things you can set here. Technically, there's your offset frequency. Of course, AM doesn't have an offset. On this one, it's 2500 for lower and 2500 for upper. Here's where you would set your maximum frequency for your VFO. You notice I've got it set for 27405. And minimum is 26965. Positive number of channels, negative number of channels. And it starts with 1, and that's why you see 0 there. So 1 is your lowest channel. You know, maximum positive channels would be 40, getting you to channel 40, of course. So do not change that. If you do, you're going to be transmitting outside the CB band, and that's something that we don't actually want you to be doing. Voice lock, different things. You know, there's all sorts of different things you can do. Invert the encoder, put what type of encoder you want to put in. So that's got a lot of different stuff on it, and it's really a lot of fun. I like it. Whoop, didn't hold it long enough there. Got to hold it in long enough to get back to the menu. And then let's go back to channel mode, and you notice it says AM, but then it drops back to having the channel up there. And of course your clarifier here moves. And where it said clarifier in settings, that means where you can set your clarifier for how high up and how low, right? So if you want your clarifier to go 10 kc up and 10 kc down, or 1 kc up and 1 kc down, then you can set that. There's nothing else that has to be done. Of course, when you key, the original transmit and receive lights are there, no problem. I like it. If we go over here to VFO mode, let's see, I think where are we at? Okay, settings, VFO mode. Yeah, it gives a little symbol next to your call, tells you you're receiving, transmitting, and you notice a little bit of delay. Yeah, just a little bit of delay there for that Roger beep to go out. What else? When you're putting these in, it's a good idea to do a couple of things. And as I said before, you know, make your installation clean and nice and professional. Don't just goo it up. It ain't gonna work very well. On here, let's see, where am I at? Here is the input to the audio gain for the mic gain. That's where your beep comes from. And you'll notice that one of the reasons a lot of people like the audio of these older radios is because they really thought of things like putting shielded wire wherever the high impedance audio is. So what I do is I go grab an old chassis and I cut out a piece of shielded wire, right there, and that goes back over to the Arduino board, and you can see it right here. And that's what goes into the Arduino and brings the beep back over to the Dynamic control. I was trying to think of what that was called. But your audio, your RF, excuse me, not RF gain. Can't even think. Your microphone gain. So goes to there, and I think it works pretty good. And it keeps out, you know, hum and things like that. So you can do it a different way. But as you can see, the kit is not really that hard to put in. You need to know a couple of things to get your IF frequency correct and things like that, but it's not hard to do. It's really not. And so if you can solder fairly decently, you can put one of these kits in. They're really not terribly hard to do. They're time consuming. Somebody kind of complained and said, well, you know, it's 75 bucks for the kit, but it's 75 to have you put it in. And I said, well, yeah, but I can't hire a plumber to do 2-3 hours of work for 75 bucks. So, yeah, you know, if you want to do the work, just buy the kit. If you want us to do the work, then send your radio in and we'll take care of it. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video, and we're going to go through and do a video on installing one and setting one up. I don't know when I'll have time to do it, but the instructions are on the website, www.dds-VFO.com. Download the manuals, look at them, understand it, and please subscribe and like to my videos. Maybe we can get the price down on some of these kits. We sell enough of them, I'm sure we will. Thanks all. Have a great new year when it comes.